88.1 XFM Tauranga Music Station. Also another sponsored episode of Mike Marty. Jets Car Grooming, all the way over from Tauranga. From when you cast Spick and Span, just go to Jets Car Grooming. I have a mentalist, magician, jack of all trades when it comes to blowing your mind, to say hello to Mike Martinez.
Hello, how are you? Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you for being here. So, big question, magic. How did you get started?
Great question. I got started when I was about 10 or 11 years old. I actually went to go, my parents took me to go see Siegfried and Roy. And that was my first time seeing magic, in person. So that was like the first time I was really exposed to it. I thought it was cool. I thought it was a little weird. But they had the white tiger and everything, so that was cool. But that was before the tragedy happened, of course. Anyways, yeah, so that was like really my foundation on being like exposed to magic and then seeing it in person for the first time. And then after that, it was a mix just between Chris Angel's Mind Freak and then also David Blaine's street magic stuff. I was like so obsessed with both of those, to be honest. And really, yeah, I got into magic probably around 13, or yeah, about 13 or 14 is when I started actually learning it and performing it for like friends at school and like family and stuff. But magic has been really like on and off my whole life. I would perform a lot some years, and then other years not so much, because I was also super focused on music stuff as well, because I was also a full-time musician as well. So it was back and forth between those two for me up until about 2018. 2017, 2018 is when I got back into magic really hard again, and dove back into magic deep. And then 2020 came around, the pandemic, and everyone was stuck inside. So I had all this free time on my hands to just relearn all the things I wanted to get better at, and then also learn a lot of new stuff. And about 2018, 2019 is when I really started getting into mentalism. And that was like 2018, 2019 is like when I started to make my shift from magic into mentalism more. And then I've just been doing that ever since. So, and it's been pretty crazy.
So you mentioned before this about Chris Herren and Jonathan Molo. How are those two magicians so important to you?
Yes. Yeah, both of those guys are great friends of mine. I actually just performed with them last Sunday. There's a project that we are a part of, along with one other magician too. His name is Dre. And the four of us are in a project called the Magic Arrows. And we're basically four magicians, but like all of us have a very specific style. Like Jonathan Molo, he's like, quote, the hype man, like that's his theme. And then Chris Herren, he's like the pantomime, of course, because he just has his own unique style of magic. I'm kind of coined as the mentalist because I do mentalism. And Dre, he is known as like the urban storyteller, because when he does magic, he always kind of has this crazy story and this adventure that he takes you along with when he performs. So the four of us came together and put together this project. So it's a fully produced magic show that we are just launching. Like, we're in the very beginning stages of it now. We had our first show this past Sunday. And then at the end of the month, on the 29th, we have like our actual debut ticketed show happening here in LA. And then later this year and this fall is when the tour is going to be happening. So, yeah.
So what was your reaction when, first of all, you were able to talk to Jonathan Molo, Chris Herren, Dre? Like, of course, Jonathan and Chris have performed at the legendary Magic Castle.
Yes.
But being able to perform with them side by side.
Oh, it was cool because for months and months we have always like been trying to get together and rehearse and everything, but everything was done virtually, just because like I mean Chris he lives way up north in California, so we don't all really live close by. So a lot of our rehearsals and scripting and stuff like that was done with just me and Dre. I would go over to Dre's house and we would write everything out, and then we would send that out to the rest of the team. But it wasn't until last Sunday was the very first time that all of us were together in person for the very first time. And it just clicked. It was so fun, like I've hung out with all of those guys on separate occasions, but us four have never been together all at the same time before. So it was really cool.
All right. Well, Mike, are you ready to play the first game?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So, as a mentalist, you must be very quick on your feet. Would you say that?
Yes, I try.
Okay. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how good do you think you are?
How good do I think I am at what?
Like thinking on your feet.
Oh,
Thinking
quick on my feet. Say 9, 8 or 9.
9? Okay. Well, I'm going to ask you some basic questions. Are you going to answer them as quickly as you can?
Okay.
All right. Coke or Sprite?
Coke.
All right. Sunset or sunrise?
Sunset.
Favorite movie?
Halloween.
Okay. Favorite book?
13 Steps to Mentalism.
Okay, it works. Favorite color?
Purple.
Okay.
Or black. Black's my favorite. Purple's like my stand-in color.
Favorite card and deck of cards?
Jack of Spades.
All right. Why?
I don't have a reason. It's just always kind of been my favorite card.
Okay, fair enough. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your spice tolerance?
If 10 was the spiciest, probably maybe like a 7.5. I don't do too spicy. I don't handle it too well.
Okay, so if I was to give you this Tabasco.
I could do Tabasco. Yeah, I could do that.
Okay. Favorite magician?
Tough question, but some of my favorites are Max Maven, of course, Darren Brown. Those are two people who have had a big impact on me. Of course, David Blaine. Yeah, those are probably my top 3.
Okay. If you could visit one place in the world, where would you go?
New Zealand.
Yeah. All right. And final one. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Hopefully see myself doing what I'm doing now, but just on a larger scale. I would love, I mean, the goal, the whole goal for everything is to be able to kind of share this magic with the world, and get out there and tour and perform in different places, see different countries and stuff like that. So I would be so happy if we could get to that and do that consistently. So yeah.
Okay. Well, Mike, here's your chance for redemption. You get to ask me some quick fire questions. You can be as difficult as you want.
Okay. I have a question. What's your favorite food?
Macaroni and cheese.
Ooh, okay. What's your favorite color?
Red.
And if you could visit a place, where would you visit?
Mexico.
Mexico. Why Mexico?
Just the colors, the food, the atmosphere, everything about it.
Okay, I'm sure there's great food. Now, what part of New Zealand do you reside in?
I'm originally from Hawke's Bay, but I live in a little town called Martin.
Okay. I don't know where either of those places are, but I'm sure you've heard of a place called Wellington.
Mm-hmm.
Are you close to that?
You close?
Okay. I almost went to Wellington one time, but I didn't end up going because I couldn't get my passport in time. But I missed my shot. I missed my one shot at going to New Zealand for a show, and that's one of my biggest regrets. Yeah.
Still a couple more questions.
Oh, for you?
Hmm.
Okay. Favorite music? What type of music do you like?
Country western.
Oh, okay. favorite video game?
Grand Theft Auto or Minecraft.
Okay, well, those are two totally separate styles. Okay. Um, favorite favorite magicians for you?
Shin Lim, David Blaine, of course, Ryan Hayashi, and Deb Williams.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. You said you have already interviewed Ryan Hayashi, or you're working on it?
Well, I interviewed AJ, who's a good friend of mine, and he was like, "Hey, message Ryan." I'm like, "Okay," and then we did our interview, and he messages me during the interview, so I'm like, okay, wait,
Cool. He's one of the nicest guys. He's so nice and insanely talented. Um, and yeah, Ryan Hayashi's awesome. He's really good at stuff.
yes, okay." So, when it comes to doing magic mentalism, how do you come up with tricks to do? Because of course, you got to find a good repertoire of magic tricks that you want to do that will captivate your audience. How do you come up with those?
Yes. Well, my category, or like my all of my like catalog of tricks and stuff it always shifts from like year to year. So like I've been trying to figure out what works best for me and what doesn't work best for me. It's all trial and error, to be honest. Like you really got to try it and see how it goes, and also figure out like if that's part of your character, your personality, because there's certain tricks that I thought were going to be like really good for me, but I don't do them anymore because they just didn't really fit into my show, or I just didn't really click with me personally. So a lot of my stuff is like changing all the time. Nowadays, I think I kind of have it nailed down to my favorite tricks and like my favorite things that I like. I mean, a few people even already just kind of associate me with a few like mentalism pieces that I do because I perform those quite often. But yeah, I don't know. Like it's been a big. Here's the thing too is like it's been kind of tricky because a lot of people say that if you go into mentalism, you shouldn't mix in a lot of magic with mentalism. And this has been a big controversial topic. But for me, when I went into mentalism, I listened to what everyone said and I totally abandoned magic and only did mentalism. And because I did that, um, I felt like there was a void. I felt like I wasn't necessarily doing exactly what I should be doing. So now I have a little bit of magic thrown into my show as well with the mentalism. Um, and that kind of fully completes who I am,
Yeah.
because before mentalism, my whole life, I was still doing magic. I was a magician. Started off with card magic and stuff. So that's a big part of who I am. And I wouldn't be doing what I do today if that didn't happen. So I kind of have to put little bits and pieces into my show to kind of pay respect to that, I think. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, it's controversial. Some people say don't do any magic if you're doing mentalism. Don't mix the two because it kind of ruins the effect or whatever, but I don't care.
So, is it more difficult to do mentalism because, of course, like the outcome, but the person doesn't? So if they do something wrong, then you got to figure out, oh damn, what am I going to do next? Or is it just doing normal magic? What's more difficult?
No, mentalism I think is a bit more difficult because a lot of how it works is by how you say things and how you're explaining things. If you're not really good with words and explaining things very direct and thorough, you're gonna have a hard time. That was like one of my biggest things, and one of my biggest tips for my mentalism mentors is presentation is everything. So if you're not comfortable speaking, it's going to be really difficult. But yeah, I feel like, yeah, mentalism is just it could be easy because there are easy mentalism effects, but there are also very complicated and like specific mentalism effects too, like psychological forces and all this types of stuff. There's so many different things that you can do, and some of it has to do with the way that you talk and the way that you present yourself, and the other has to do with audience management and how you control your crowd, because you're going to need to have them be able to follow instruction quite step by step. And if they get lost along the way, then that could potentially ruin your trick or ruin an outcome. So it could be tricky. It could be tricky. It's not as surefire as just a magic trick. I'll say that. So, yeah.
So have you ever thought about branching to different types of mentalism, like hypnosis or stuff like that?
I've thought about it, yes. I don't think I'm really the type to do hypnosis or hypnotism. I think I've found exactly where I belong in the world of mentalism. Because some of my biggest passions and influences in the world of psychology have been like shows I grew up with, like Sherlock Holmes and stuff like that. And so that's kind of like all those different types of inspirations and stuff and influences kind of led me directly to like this one specific style of mentalism. But I don't know. I think hypnosis is amazing. I think it's great. I have friends who do it very, very well. I'll probably one day like look more into it, but I don't know if I'll ever be adding that into my show. So yeah.
Well, Mike, I've been dying to ask, can we see a trick?
Of course. Yes. Let me move this down just a tad so you can see more of my table. There we go. All right. Let me grab something here. All right. So, Martin, I just want to tap into your imagination for a moment, if that's okay. So as you can see, well, actually, I want you to just actually imagine this. I want you to imagine that there are 4 playing cards right here on the table, okay? That's the easy part though, because there are 4 cards here, but imagine that these 4 cards are the queens in the deck. So 2 red ones and 2 black ones, the 4 suits. Okay, so this is where it gets interesting though. Imagine that I were to reach in and remove 2 of the queens of the same color. Which ones did I remove, the red ones or the black ones? You choose.
Red.
The red ones, perfect. So that means I'm holding the hearts and the diamonds, right? Okay, I'm gonna take one of those red queens, flip it upside down and put it back into this packet. So there's one red queen face up the wrong direction. You chose for it to be red, but you don't know which one I put. It could either be the heart or the diamond. So this is the most important question. Which one do you think it is, hearts or diamonds, that's face up in this packet here?
Diamond.
Diamond? All right, I want to be as fair as possible. Do you want to change your mind to the heart or do you want to stay with the diamond? It's up to you.
I'll stay with the diamond.
Staying with the diamond, okay. This right now is the moment where imagination meets reality, because there actually is one red queen that's face up in this packet here. You narrowed everything down to the red queen of diamonds, right? Okay, watch, I'm not going to do any sleight of hand or anything. I'm just going to simply pick up the cards and I'll hold them a little closer to the camera and I'm going to fan them out so you can see the red queen of diamonds is the one card face up the wrong direction. But maybe you think I did something sneaky with my hands or whatever. I just want to show you that this red queen of diamonds, yeah, it actually came from an entirely different deck because it's red. On top of that, I was so sure that you were going to pick the red queen of diamonds. I knew you weren't going to pick the black cards. I also knew that you weren't going to switch your mind to the heart. I actually didn't even bother with any of the other queens because these are entirely blank. Thank you.
Amazing. So how long did it take you to master that trick?
Oh man, this is one that I have been doing for many years. I'm very comfortable with it now. And there's a few subtleties in this that I have changed over the years. But I always have this one on me. If someone comes up to me and asks to see a trick or something quick, this is usually something that I just do super fast on the spot, no matter where I'm at or the situation. Yeah, I don't like I've been doing it for a long time, but as far as how long it took me to master it, not very long.
Fair enough. So, most people when they think of mentalism, they think of like pick a number between 1 and 10, and people would instantly think the number 7, or think of a color that think of red. Was it that easy for you, or did you like dive into the more harder parts of mentalism? Like think of a 4-digit number and I'm going to think of it.
Yeah, that's when I wanted to switch into mentalism. Those were the types of things that I was most excited to learn. Just the psychology of how to psychologically manipulate people or influence people to be able to make them choose what I want them to choose, but at the same time making them think that they have a complete, total free choice when they don't. I thought that was extremely fascinating, as well as because mentalism can work two ways. It's like you can influence them and make them put a thought into their mind, or it could work the other way where it's you start to deduce information and you start to figure out things and pluck thoughts out of their mind, pieces and bits of information that you shouldn't know. And so that completely is why I was sold on it, because that was done to me a long time ago. And I was just like, where do I sign up? Who do I have to sell my soul to? Because this is the type of thing that I need to be focused on. Yeah, do you have like another cell phone with you or a computer nearby?
No,
Okay, perfect. You have internet on there?
I do have internet on here.
Perfect. Let's try something else.
Okay.
Go ahead and open up Google.
All right. Cool.
Perfect. And once you have Google open, I want you to search this. Okay, so type this in. I want you to search how many articles are in Wikipedia.
How many articles are in Wikipedia?
Yes.
Shit, it's a lot of numbers. Yep.
Yeah. So there should be a website that comes up called wikicount.net that keeps track of the analytics in real time. Do you see something called wikicount.net there?
Yep.
Perfect. Go ahead and click on that and open that one up. And it should give you some numbers, right?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. How many articles does it say there are?
6,489.73.
Okay, so that's a lot, obviously. And then like if you look probably a little lower, it should say something about how many words per article there are as well.
2,157 words per article.
Gotcha. And do you see like those little refresh arrows next to that number?
Yes.
Like those little arrows. If you click on that and refresh it, go ahead and do that. It should update everything in real time. So it kind of like keeps track of everything. So anyways, I wanted to bring you to this page because I wanted you to see just how much information is on a website like Wikipedia. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I want you to click, if there's a link on that page that says visit Wikipedia, go ahead and click on that, and then open that up. And then once you have that open, I want you to go ahead and click on the little search icon on that page. And I want you to think of someone's name, but think of someone who is like important to you. Okay. Don't tell me, don't tell anybody. Make sure not to show the camera as well. But go ahead and put their name in, but do not hit the search button yet. Okay.
Do I have to know them personally, or?
No, you don't have to know them personally. That's fine.
All
right. You're thinking of someone's name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here. So you didn't search it yet, have you? Okay, perfect. Go ahead and delete it. Just backspace it real quick. And I want you to type something else into this. I want you to type in something that is kind of related to this person that you're thinking of. Okay. So like if this person was like a singer or something, you would type in singing, or just like anything that has to do with this person. Go ahead and search that or type it in, but this time go ahead and hit the search button. Got it? Okay, perfect. All right, go ahead and just close your phone, put it down for just a moment. And I want you to think of the thing that you actually hit the search button for. So the last thing that you typed in, I want you to think of that, okay? And I'm gonna have a little business card here. I'm gonna write something on the back of this. Keep thinking of it, okay? Okay. Can you do me a favor? Can you say the alphabet out loud, just like A, B, C,
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Hold on, stop. The first letter starts with a C, right?
Yes.
Yes, okay, great. Keep thinking of this, of the word now, the entire word. I'm getting like the sense of like laughter or like a lot of people laughing or something like that. I don't know if this makes sense to you or anything, but this is really weird. Okay, here's what I'll do. Imagine that there's a box, okay? And put your word inside the box and imagine that your word is blinking over and over again. Like the word that you're thinking is comedy. Is that right?
That was right.
Okay, perfect. But here's the thing is the word that you're thinking is comedy, but before anything, you typed in someone's name and then deleted it. You didn't even search it yet. You just simply typed it in and got rid of it. I want you to think of this person now, okay? Think of this person. And okay, I think I got something here. Okay. Martin, for the first time, go ahead and say who the person you're thinking of is.
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey? Like the comedian, that makes sense. Because that's exactly what I wrote down here is Jim Carrey.
Shit.
Thank you very much.
I'm not safe anymore. The reason I put Jim Carrey is because I've been doing stand-up and voice impressions, and he's a big influence for mine. So
that makes so much sense. Yes, Jim Carrey is one of the greatest of all time. So
when I found out he might be retiring, I cried.
Yeah, I also heard about that. Yes.
Okay, Mike, are you ready to play the final game?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so this game's called Third Time's the Charm. So I'm going to give you a category like hot sauces, chocolate, stuff like that, and you just have to name 3 of them.
Name 3 of them.
Mhm.
All right, I'll try my best.
So name 3 different types of chocolate.
Kit Kat,
Mhm.
Hershey's, Snickers.
Name 3 celebrities beginning with the letter D.
E.
D for dog.
Oh, D. Celebrities. Okay, so like Dwayne the Rock Johnson. There's also freaking. Oh no, this is harder than I thought. D. Okay. I can't think of one right now.
There's 2 people that are magicians.
Okay, David Blaine.
Yeah.
I guess he counts as a big celebrity. That makes sense. And then let's just do Darren Brown.
Yeah.
Let's just do that. I was trying to go more mainstream, but that's fine.
No worries. Name 3 colors, but they can't be the ones you'd normally think of.
Okay. Aqua, teal, and burgundy.
Very nice. All right. Name 3 of your favorite YouTubers.
The Art of Deduction. Observe. These are all mentalism YouTubers. And then let me see. I'll say Chris Ramsey, I guess.
Chris Ramsey.
Yeah, why
not? Name 3 places that you go daily.
3 places I go daily. Starbucks. I go probably to shopping mall. I go there daily mostly. And probably the gas station or something like that. I don't know.
Okay. How do you have your coffee? Or like what do you normally get at Starbucks?
Okay, so I'm not much of an actual coffee drinker. I kind of get like frappuccinos with like shots of espresso in there. But they have a drink there called chocolate almond milk shaken espresso. That's really good. That's been my go-to lately. But if I don't get frappuccinos, then I usually get the chocolate almond milk shaken espresso.
When I first started radio school, I didn't drink coffee. But then when I started doing the early mornings and late nights, I drank coffee.
Yeah. I mean, I try to, I don't know, like I used to drink like a lot of Red Bull. Like I used to drink a lot of Red Bull. An unhealthy amount probably. And I was like, well, maybe if I drink coffee, that like will be not as bad for me. But some days I actually have both. So I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know.
Fair enough. All right. Besides Red Bull, name 3 of your favorite beverages.
Oh, okay. Strawberry lemonade. Baja Blast, Mountain Dew. And A&W root beer.
Oh, okay. So I don't have Baja Blast, but I've actually got Mountain Dew.
Nice. Yes. Yeah, regular Mountain Dew is great too, but there's something about Baja Blast that's it's just better than the rest, I think.
Well, we don't have that here, so
you guys don't have Baja Blast?
We don't have Taco Bell. We have one in Auckland, but that's like 3 hours away from here.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Name 3 different ways to shuffle a deck of cards while I sip my non-sponsored Mountain Dew.
Non-sponsored. 3 ways to shuffle. Riffle shuffle.
Yep.
Sloppy shuffle. Pharaoh Shuffle.
Oh, all right. All right. Name 3 articles of clothing.
Any 3?
Yep, any 3.
Okay. Shirt,
Mhm.
pants,
Mhm.
underwear.
Sweet. All essential.
Yes.
All right. Name 3 celebrities you'd love to meet.
Sorry, repeat.
Name 3 celebrities you would love to meet.
Kate Beckinsale. Yeah, I know that's a weird one. Probably do they have to be dead or alive? Do they have to be alive?
One.
Okay, yeah, Kate Beckinsale, I'm keeping her. I'm keeping her on the list. I want to also meet, I'd like to meet John Mayer. I think he would be cool, like learn from. And then Houdini.
Houdini. Love it.
Yeah.
All right. Name 3 celebrities you have met.
3 celebrities I have met. Probably the most famous ones that I've met have been, I've met Kevin Hart. I've met Justin Timberlake. I've met E40.
Wait, you met Kevin Hart and Justin Timberlake?
Yes.
What?
I mean, I also like live in LA, so my
Oh.
first couple of years here, like I ran into a lot of celebrities, got to meet them. Some of them I actually showed magic to, and they became, you know, a friend or something. So I don't know if I could call them friends or whatever, but
Acquaintances.
I mean acquaintances. If they follow me on Instagram, it's like kind of cool.
They follow you on Instagram.
Some of them, yeah. Not particularly the ones I just named, but yeah. Also, do you know Dynamo?
I do know Dynamo.
Is he pretty popular over in New Zealand?
To me, he is.
Okay. Yeah. I haven't met him in person yet, but we've hung out a few times virtually and stuff. So Dynamo is really cool. He's a really nice guy. And
if you could get me an interview with Dynamo, that would be sick. Okay. But no,
Instagram.
he is very well known around here. Like, of course, his TV show was on in New Zealand. It was just up to people whether they wanted to watch it or not. I continuously watched it.
Yeah.
I just love what he does.
Yeah, he's great.
He is great. All right, final one. Besides magic, mentalism, melting my brain, or whatever is left, show us a secret talent.
A secret talent?
Mm-hmm. I love this show. I get people thinking.
This could go horribly right or horribly wrong.
Let's hope it's right.
Hold on, I gotta find the right spot. Okay. I could spin stuff on my finger. I could just like spin like the most random objects on my finger. I don't know why. Like I was like I don't need to tell you the story. It's boring. Never mind.
All right. Well, I don't know if you've got cards like I do, but again, the roles have been reversed. My show is in your hands. You get to ask me questions you've always wanted to ask me. You get to see special talents, or just get me to through something. Mike Martinez is all yours.
Okay, so I have a feeling that you have a magic trick that is a go-to magic trick for you.
It is. But it's a bit
creepy to show me this magic trick.
Okay. Have you heard of the trick called the human blockhead?
Human blockhead?
Yeah,
Yes.
you have. Yeah, well, I can do that.
Oh, you could do blockhead.
I
With
do
what though? With the nail?
nail and a hammer.
Okay, I can't do that. So that's amazing.
I,
I
I,
can.
yeah.
I you don't have to do it. You don't have to do it. I believe you. I believe you. But that's amazing. Um yeah, and so let me see. Hmm. Who's like a magician that you would want to see perform in New Zealand soon? Or like or out there. Shin Lim?
Finland, 100%.
You're a big Shin fan?
I'm a big Shin fan.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen his show a few times. But I've seen it once in person in Vegas, at his show with Colin Cloud at the Mirage.
Yeah.
And yeah, both the show was you know what, the show was absolutely incredible. But a lot has changed to that show since I've seen it last. Because when I went to go see it, it was right before COVID, and right before everything shut down. And so they had almost a whole year and a half to rewrite everything and change the show. And one of my good friends, his name is Blaze. He was living with Shin for a while and also working on his show. And Blaze is someone who has been monumentally helpful for me in my career because he just has so much knowledge of magic and sleights and card stuff. Like, yeah, him and Shin are just, they're just so good at what they do. So, yeah, it's I'm gonna hopefully I'll get to hang out with them and meet up with them again at Magic Live this year. That's happening next month. So yeah.
Yeah. I started doing Magic when I was about 10. I put down the cards, like, I was like, oh, Magic's boring, like, it's not, I'm not gonna do anything with it. And then when I saw Shin, I grabbed the deck of cards and was just playing around with them. Like,
Yeah.
and now I'm addicted to it. Like, I love having magicians on my show. I've been sitting there, like, I go on Omegle of all places and just flick around cards and do quick changes. So, yeah.
Yeah. That's okay. So I used to do the same thing, especially testing out new mentalism stuff. I used to hop on there and I used to just practice and do like mind reading stuff for complete strangers on Omegle. And then I started screen recording a lot of my interactions to get people's real reactions. And then I use those reactions and I post them on TikTok. And so it's been pretty good.
Good old TikTok.
Yeah. You guys have TikTok? You have TikTok out there, right?
Yeah, I've got almost 6,000 followers and almost 100K likes.
Very nice. Yeah. So I noticed that Omegle reaction videos, they do pretty well on TikTok. And so that's, you know, because I didn't want to do TikTok, to be honest. But I got convinced, someone convinced me to. And then my very first video that I posted was captioned mind reading on Omegle or something like that. And it just blew up. And yeah, so
like I posted 2 Omegle videos on my YouTube yesterday, and it was me changing my voice mid-sentence and seeing the reactions. And I posted a little short video on TikTok, and it's got more views than the one on YouTube does.
Yeah, I don't know. There's just something about TikTok that loves reaction videos for some reason. I don't know. So yeah.
Do you have any more questions? Do you want to see a secret talent?
Yeah, what's your secret talent? I spun something on my finger, so what can you do?
I changed my voice.
Okay, do it.
Okay, Donald Trump or Barack Obama?
Let's do Donald Trump.
Well, my fellow Americans, we're gonna be one. It's gonna be amazing. It's been Donald J. Trump.
Nice. Wait, no. Can you do Barack Obama too?
Whoa, my fellow Americans, I want to be elected president of the United States.
Nice.
Okay. I can also do you guys from Family Guy, Simpsons, South Park, Star Wars, Lilo and Stitch. I can do Ace Ventura, The Grinch, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I can do Russian, Indian. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. Wow. Keep at it. That's really cool. You see why Jim Carrey was so influential to you.
Very much so.
Mhm.
Do you have any more questions you want to ask me?
I don't think so. No.
Hey, is there one more mentalism trick you can show us?
Let me see here. Let me see if I have anything laying around that I can use. One moment.
Right.
Look for something. Okay, let's try something a little different here. So what I have here is my watch. Okay, that's the wrong way. Let me flip it over so you can see it. All right, I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of with a glare. It's like 7:36 here in California right now. Gosh, so hard to see. Oh, maybe that's a little better. Anyways, 7:36. I'm gonna try to I'm gonna do something here. So I want you first of all to actually, before I do this, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set my watch to a specific time. This is not gonna make sense right now, but it will hopefully in just a moment. So I'm gonna set my watch to a specific time. Okay. Okay. And I'm gonna hold it right here. Keep it in camera the whole time. You can see the dial on the sides right there. I'm not even going to touch it again, but I have my watch set to a specific time. Okay. We'll come back to this in just a moment, but I'm going to keep holding it here so you can see that I'm not going to do anything tricky or switch the time or whatever, or switch watches or something. But here, let's do this. I want you to think of a memory, but think of a memory that means something to you, like a happy memory. Okay. Or some sort of memory that has like some sort of emotional attachment to you. So you don't have to tell anyone or me what the memory is. Just let me know when you have one in mind.
Yeah.
You got one. Okay, perfect. So imagine now that you're reliving this memory and you're going through it in your mind again. And you're going through all the little details, like everything is just happening all over again. But just for a second, you just stop and you pause and you look down at your wrist and there's a watch on your wrist. What time would you say that this memory is happening at? It could be super specific if you'd like, or whatever, but what time would you say that this memory is happening at?
This is actually really funny. The only time I remember that day is 4:20.
4:20? 4:20, okay. That's totally fine. Okay, so 4:20. Huh. Now, Martin, I've been holding my watch here this entire time in front of the camera. And before anything, I set my watch to a specific time, remember? What time did you say your memory happened at? You said 4:20? Pretty funny time for many reasons, but I do want to show you what time I set my watch to. So I'm gonna flip it over so you can see that I set it exactly to 4:20.
Wow.
4:20 exactly.
Dang. Do you want to know the memory that I was
Please share. Yes.
It was the first time I ever did stand-up comedy in front of an audience.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I did it at an opera house of all places.
Oh,
And,
at an opera house.
yeah,
Wow.
I performed stand-up comedy for the first time.
That's awesome. How did it go? Pretty well?
Well, it was actually an audition to be part of a secluded group where we would go around and perform stuff. And I was like, I can't sing, I can't dance because I have 2 left feet. I don't have like an artistic bone in my body. Why not be funny? And it was completely ad lib. I didn't practice or anything. I had one topic and it just spiraled into this 20-minute set. And yeah.
Wow. That's nice. Very cool. Very cool.
All right. Well, Mike, I'm going to give it for Instagram, TikTok, everything. Let the people know what's going on.
Yes. If anyone wants to follow me, you could just search up Mike Martinez Magic. And that's my Instagram. I believe that's also my TikTok. Basically everything. So just Mike Martinez Magic will take you where you need to go.
All right. Well,
and then also be on the lookout. You could also follow the Magic Heroes on Instagram. So we're about to be posting a whole lot of content and information about this upcoming tour happening later this year. And so, yeah, we're excited to get back out on the road and start performing for everyone again. So, yeah, check out that.
Please come to New Zealand if you can.
Oh, we would love to. We would love to use you.
Because it'd be awesome because, like, there's going to be a time when COVID's over and I get to go to places like overseas and meet the people that have been on the show in person.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
seeing Ryan Hayashi in person, Smoothini, Jonathan, you, big time like musicians and actors who can get me into the Magic Castle for free because they perform stuff like that. So I can't wait.
Yeah, and you would love the Magic Castle. I guarantee it. It's such a cool spot. So I love that place.
All right. Well, Mike, final question. If you could pick 3 of your friends or people that you are close to be on Mike Time with Marty, who would they be?
You should definitely get on Dre, the Dre Magics. Get him on next. He's the last and final 4th member of the Magic Hero. As everything, this whole tour and everything, this is his project that he invited me and Molo and Chris Herren, FAUST, to be a part of. So him, I think he'd be great. Maybe hit up, especially if you're like a fan of Shin, you should hit up Blaze. Shoot him a message on Instagram or whatever, because he has, like, if you're a fan of like Shin's style of magic, Blaze is someone who is super insightful about everything that Shin does. And then also Blaze's his own original work that he puts out is really amazing as well. So yeah. And for the 3rd person, who have you? You already did a lot of people. Maybe Jackie Yu.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I think he would be really cool too. He's also another great friend, and he's a killer magician. He's killing it right now. So Jackie Yu would be awesome.
Okay, so you're friends with Dynamo, you're friends with Jackie Yu. Is there any other big time magicians you're friends with?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But well, here's the thing is, me and Blaze, about a year ago, we had our own competition. It was called the 1v1 Magic competition, or 1v1 Magic tournament. I have a hoodie somewhere around here, but I don't know where it went. Anyways, we had all these people from around the world competing in our competition. It was like a 1v1 against each other Magic tournament. and we had a special guest every day. So some of our special guests were Jackie Yu, Dynamo was one of our special guest judges. We've had like Jeremy Griffith. We've had Laura London. All these like just amazing magicians. They were, our special guest judges for the tournament and stuff. So luckily I was able to, meet a lot of them and become friends with them through that event. So, yeah.
Final thing, you're wearing a Kumu shirt, which I saw Jonathan was going live on. You were part of something called the One Down Showdown.
Oh, he's on that tonight?
I don't know. I'm looking at your Instagram.
Oh, you're looking on his Instagram. Oh, my Instagram. Okay, sorry. I thought you said Molo's.
No.
Gotcha. Yeah. So Kumu. This is an app, live streaming app that the Magic Arrow project is being sponsored by. So we all go on the app and we live stream and we do magic for people. It's a really cool app. Anyone could go on there. It is like Filipino based, but anyone could go on the app and anyone can stream. You can earn money through streaming because people can send you gifts and all these different types of ways to like make money. So it's called Kumu.
Okay, cool. Well, Mike, thank you so much for taking your time. What's the time for you right now?
It is 7:46
p.m.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So what are you doing for the rest of the night?
I am, you know what? I'm not sure yet. I have a couple of projects I need to take care of, but other than that, hopefully I've been busy nonstop all day. Right before this interview, I had a magic show, so I had to like finish that up. Took a 10-minute breather and then hopped on here. So probably just gonna chill, take a break.
Good idea. Well, Mike, thank you so much for taking your time. I'll make sure to send you the link so you can brag to everyone that you're Mike time with Marty before he was famous. Not that it means anything, but at least it's something. And give anyone that you can think of that you would like to see on the show, big or small, let me know. And who knows, maybe when you become big, rich and famous, we can do this again sometime.
Yes, definitely. And best of luck to you. And thank you again for having me on. Appreciate it.
No worries. See you later.
All right, see you, man. Bye.